right, here's the Just Us Thinking. We're going to do a behind the scenes, behind the podcast, right?
Behind the podcast, yep.
All right, so we're going to be on the piggyback of a couple episodes we did. So mics are live while we're doing this for the first time. So, Mikey, how are our levels?
Your levels look pretty good.
How are your levels?
My levels look pretty good.
All right, Rebecca?
And how do I sound?
You sound pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody's good? No one clipping or no one's causing any problems up there?
I do not see any.
All right, so we're good. All right. So what show did we just do?
The Common Sense.
Oh, Common Sense, Common Courtesy
and Etiquette.
Okay, and that goes live tomorrow.
It does, yeah.
Wow, it does.
Okay. So, and then the other show we're going to do is going to be The Disposable World, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Tiffany coming in on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you get, signed paperwork this time.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to sign paperwork, yes.
Yep. So make sure you get that done.
I will.
All right. And then your brother's going to do that show, right?
Correct, yep.
All right. So we're good there. I'll write that show up because I'm going to make that my little pet project. So,
Okay.
this one this is smart devices equals dumb people.
Okay.
So that's the show we're setting up for now.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right. So, what do we have at the top here?
I think maybe something about like overusing your smartphones and like how it like causes other issues like sore necks and stuff. Or no?
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you stare
'Cause if
down
you're
at your
always-
phone for too long, yeah, you'll develop some type of neck cramp, I'm sure.
Maybe you create like a hunch. Is that what it is?
Yes, they say people get like sore necks and
And people develop, like, issues from looking at their phone for too long.
yeah. Like,
I think you need to speak up a little bit more.
Okay. They also said something about disrupted sleep patterns too on there from overusing your phone.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
have seen that, too.
Okay, so that of course you don't get enough sleep. You don't have enough brain power to move through the day, right?
Yeah.
That's an excellent idea.
Okay.
Start with that. Ooh, I like that. What do you think, Mikey?
I like that, too. I think I have another one that I think you'll like, too.
Okay, so sore neck and disrupting sleep pattern. Mm-hmm. I know people use it for their alarms in the morning, which I mean, I don't know if that's... I think that might be a good thing. I don't know, but...
Well, I think when they say, like, problems with sleeping, like, they have their phone, like, their max brightness up while they're trying to go to bed, and, like, they're playing on their phone or doodling on their phone.
I think it like overstimulates you, so then you're not tired.
Isn't there like a night mode that you can put on your phone, though?
Yeah, because it reduces the blue light, yes.
And it's the blue light that causes the problem.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. I did not... I know I turn them down on my computer in the morning. I know the lights really bother me early in the morning. I guess that would make sense in the middle of the night.
Yeah, so that orange glow, like, takes, like, a lot of the blue light out, so it's not, like, bothering your eyes and making it look like...
Okay. So is that all the same? So that will be all that one subject then? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I like that. What else do we have?
I was thinking, like, paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no texting and driving. Like, if you
Yeah.
don't be, like, walking around and always looking at your cell phone. So, like,
Okay.
always being aware, I guess.
Yeah, texting and driving is a big one. I think we really want to... I think we want to address that because that'll kill you. That'll kill people. That's how people die. Wait, now I remember. Didn't Pokemon Go have a warning that said, watch your surroundings because someone like walked off a cliff or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon has, every time you boot up the game, it's like, hey, pay attention to your surroundings so you don't enter private areas or whatever.
Oh yeah, so maybe that would be a good one. Pokemon Go is, that has people trespassing. I think even some of the places around here stopped being Pokestops because they had people coming over there and screwing with stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then someone walked off a cliff, right? Didn't someone walk into traffic too?
I don't know about that one.
That one I'm not too sure about.
I thought I read somewhere that some guy like pulled out because there was a Pokemon stop, so he pulled over on the side of the freeway and was like hanging on into oncoming traffic trying to get close enough to the Pokestop.
Oh my god. Wow.
So yeah, surroundings.
Wow.
Yeah, let's look into the Pokemon thing because obviously it's a big game. So
Yeah.
all right, I like that. What else do we have?
I mean, I think there's like so many things. Like some people say it makes them lazy, depressed.
Is there truth to, well, okay, so I think maybe that could be like is that where we're getting antisocial behavior? Mm-hmm. People are so busy in their phones that they're not like willing to talk face to face.
People are yep, okay. I can see where you're going with that one.
I think, yeah, why don't we try that? Oh, let's what do you have so far?
So I have overuse and issues it causes.
Okay.
Paying attention to your surroundings.
Is that the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the third one,
well, pay attention to your surroundings. That's where we could talk about like Pokemon Go and a few of those other games. Okay.
That's what I have down for that one.
And yeah, I could see being lazy because we have so many apps that we can just order food and get groceries hand delivered to us. So I could see where it could make us lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we change the name to smart devices equals dumb and lazy people? Realistically, that's what it is, right?
Mm-hmm, pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
you can literally do anything from your phone now that it's kind of crazy.
Well, and Chris, I like Chris's answer with a lot of this where, you know, his teacher, when he was in school, his teacher said he wouldn't have a calculator in his pocket all the time, so he had to learn math. Now we literally have a calculator anywhere we go. Yeah. We don't have to retain any information anymore.
We don't, yeah.
So I mean that's the problem. Do you know Rebecca's phone number, Mikey?
I do.
You do?
I think I do. And
Don't say it.
And I think I know yours too.
Okay. Do you know your sister's?
Oh God, no.
Yeah. Other than me and Rebecca, do you know any other phone number?
I do not know.
No. Do you, babe?
I know yours.
You know mine.
I know my dad's.
You know your dad's. Do you know Mikey's phone number?
No.
Right. Because you rely on that smartphone for that.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe that's like a memory retention. What do you think?
Okay.
So,
but here's also the other thing: is people believe anything that's posted out on the internet now.
Well, and that could be a different that's a different than like do you know her dad's address?
No.
Yeah. Do you know your sister's address?
God, no.
Do you even know your own address?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
But not really.
Do you see that's the sad part with cell phones is you don't have to remember someone's address. If you've been there before, you could GPS it and GPS is, you don't have to look at a map. You don't have to.
Yeah.
The thing tells you where to go. Turn left here. Turn right here. In 30 feet, turn.
Yeah. That's true.
You don't even have to think anymore. That's part of the problem.
Yeah. Okay,
so write that one down. I would like.
So relying on like too much.
Well, yeah, we rely on it for. It's basically an extension of our memory, isn't it?
Pretty much.
I mean, do you know Lacey's phone number? So you have to think about it.
I knew her old one, but I can't remember her latest one.
Yeah, see? Do you remember when you were a kid, how many friends' phone numbers did you have in that head of yours?
A lot.
Yeah. I still remember one of my mother's first phone number.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I still remember some of the old addresses that I've lived at.
Wow.
I have that memory. But this new, your generation, Mikey, is growing up not knowing any of that. and not needing it until something happens with those phones.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, what happens if somebody?
That's probably why he won't ask anybody for a ride home from school, because he doesn't know his address, right?
That's part of the problem.
The problem is here's the problem. It's right in your phone. Your phone knows you're home before you do. You could pull up your maps and say, "Phone, take me home," and it will plot a course because it already knows your home address. Did you know that? Yeah. I'll show you later. But yeah, you don't have to remember anything like that. Before, you had to I had to turn at the fire hydrant, and then 3 doors down to the left was my buddy's house. I mean,
or remember addresses.
Yeah. Turn left at the old oak tree. Do you remember those kind of directions?
No.
You don't remember those directions? When you get to the reservoir, follow it around. When we went to go pick up the car.
Oh,
those
yeah.
are Arkansas. Arkansas directions. So, no, I think that, it's an extension of our brains now that it's taking, that's where our memory is going.
Yeah.
So, now what was the other one you were saying, Mikey?
That people believe anything that's posted on the internet.
Oh, yeah. Because we're making AI stupider now because we're making it confused. Too many people have told the AI that 1 + 1 is 3, so now it believes 1 + 1 is 3.
Wow.
Well, you got to think of AI as like a infant kind of deal. So, yeah, that's, people are so stupid now that we're now making computers stupid. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
And then I also put helpful at the same time, mapping.
Well, yeah, because I don't think either one of you guys know how to read a map, do you?
I do, yeah.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Mikey, have you ever seen a map?
I have.
Like a road map?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've seen some on our trips.
I have some here.
Then I just don't go snooping around enough.
Yeah, and they're in the garage and with all the car stuff. There's a bunch of maps out there.
I remember when we were kids, we'd have the atlas in the car, and then you'd have to find the rest stop or
yeah. You don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And your dad grabs maps from everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's the older generation. We're used to doing that.
Yeah.
That way we can look at it. We don't have to be online.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how to read a map.
Yeah. Well, I know in the disposable world, we're going to discuss the streaming, right, from going from VHS all the way down, right?
Yeah.
So that show's still coming. Now, I mean, people have TVs, and smart TVs are so accessible now, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think your dad was a little upset that he couldn't just talk into his remote. He actually had to use the buttons. Did you hear that?
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing he asked me is, can I push a button and talk to it?
Oh.
It's one of the first things he asked. I'm like, no, you have to hit the buttons on this. This is not a voice control.
Do we want to put down the smart TVs too then?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're making all that an issue too. What is that thing that smart TV and apps? There's that app that if you don't know the lyrics of a song or you want to know what a song is, you could turn on the app and let it listen to the song, and it will tell you what song it is and everything.
Oh, I think I know the name of the app.
Yeah, I think there's actually a couple of them that do that.
There's multiple.
Kazam, I think, is
Shazam,
yeah.
Shazam is one. Google can do it.
Okay.
Oh, Google can do it too?
Yeah, if you put if you say, "Hey Google, what song is this?" It'll.
I'm sure any of the series or anything like that would do it too.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good thing too.
Okay.
So, what about smart devices as far as? Well, now they have
Alexa. Okay.
If you have all smart devices through your whole house. You could, there's those commercials of Alexa, turn on my lights.
Read to my kid.
Yeah, Alexa, read to my kid. I don't have time for that right now.
So you can have your home assistant do your home stuff.
Yeah. But you could tell, use like, Alexa, turn up the temperature to 73, and if your thermostat is hooked up to that, it can. You don't even have to like look at the thermostat.
Okay, listen. To me, that feels like that's kind of being lazy.
Well, that's what we're talking about. It's making you dumb and lazy. I think it kind of goes. I think those two things go hand in hand, don't they?
I think they do, and then I think also, I mean, you got to think on the flip side though too. I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, pretty much.
Well, I understand there's pros and cons, but I don't know. Is it worth it? Is what I would have to say.
Probably not really. Like, I mean, you know, like you're getting like, I think like for example, like the Ring cameras. Those are kind of worth it to see if someone's breaking into your house or not.
I agree. I agree. Technology is great. I love technology. Yeah. We have cameras too.
Yeah.
So we have smartphones. We have smart TVs. We don't have an Alexa. We thought about getting one, or even one of the other ones too.
Yeah.
Is Alexa Amazon?
Alexa's Amazon.
So. Yeah.
And then you have Google Home.
Yeah. Well, they also have those robots now that are like the dogs and stuff that are like a camera. That if they hear a noise, they could like go investigate it for you. Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah.
That would be.
They have robot dogs.
Yeah. So it's like a security robot that it could go all through your house. As long as you don't have stairs. The robots haven't figured out stairs. It's their kryptonite. So.
Wow.
Foiled by from stairs. I don't know. I mean.
Listen, and then why not just get a real dog then? I mean.
That's what we did. No, I mean, but it's a security camera, so you can check on your house. There are some that use them to check on their pets.
Yeah.
So they have those pet cameras, so you don't, like, if I don't want to even get out of bed, I could just, like, open up the camera and, like, yeah, my dog's in the living room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
see,
get,
now, and that's where I think something like that would be lazy. Like, get up, call your dog, or get up and go see where he's at, you know? I'm like...
Well,
but then I get
you hear a noise outside, we check the security cameras.
Yeah.
You get up and go look out the window. I mean, the window's, right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like I said, I like technology, but I do feel that we rely way too much on it.
Oh, yeah. We do. Way too much.
All right. So, kind of a quick rundown. Where are we at? How many items do we have?
Well, we got 6. We got
6?
Yep. Overuse and issues it causes, like sore necks, disrupted sleep patterns, brain fog.
Okay.
Paying attention to your surroundings, like texting and driving Pokemon Go.
Don't walk off a cliff. Okay.
Being lazy and interfering with social activities and increased depression. Relying on it too much, not remembering phone numbers.
Or addresses. Or people's names. I mean...
and then how it can also be helpful at the same time. Like mapping, not have to,
I get that's helpful, but how many times... Here's the thing. You and me go to wineries quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
What are the biggest problems that we have at wineries when we go?
You can never find them.
No, they're generally off the beaten path. But remember that one we GPSed that one, and we went offline because it was in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
So the problem is we were relying on that, and luckily there were some signs.
Yeah.
But I guess now you could download maps beforehand so you could see them. I mean, you could offload on maps and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And I also added, like, other emergency situations.
Right.
Because I saw the other day where there was a thing on out in Oregon where this lady drove off an embankment and, like, somebody heard her, like, screaming, but they couldn't see where she was at. So, like, her Apple, like, something on her Apple phone was like pinging, and it was like leading the emergency personnel to her.
Okay. So, well, that's a good thing. So we could shine on both. We could, it is making people stupider, but, I mean, why did she drive off the embankment? Was she on her phone?
No. Well, I don't know. It didn't say, but, I mean, who knows? It could have been weather. She swerved and missed an animal. Who knows?
We're calling the episode Smart Devices equals Dumb and Lazy People.
Okay.
That's what we want. That's where we're going with the show. Right?
Okay, well, we'll hit a couple pros, and then we'll go back to the cons.
Okay. What other do we have?
That was number 5.
Okay.
And then I have smart TVs, like Alexa and Ring.
Okay. I would say other smart, like a smart house stuff.
Okay.
So I think that would kind of cover quite a bit.
Okay.
I don't know. I could just the problem I have is, can you imagine in 20 years you'll go on Mikey's going to go on a date with someone and they're going to sit down next to each other but not even open their mouth. They're going to text each other while sitting across.
Yeah.
People are already doing that. People won't answer a phone to talk. It's easier to just type.
Yeah.
So I like to call someone.
See, and I don't.
Yeah, see, that's where we're opposite there.
Yeah.
Because I just want to call and say, hey, this is what's going on. I want to hear the person's voice. I don't want just I write them and say, hey, I like this, and you get a one character back, K.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
But
I want to slap that person. So I hate that.
I guess my part of my reasoning behind it is because if I have it in writing, maybe I won't forget, or I can put it I can look back and say, oh yeah.
Well, but and that's exactly my point. That's what I'm saying with this episode is you've succumbed to say, you know what? If it's in text message, it's written down, I'll remember it. I don't even have to try. I'm not even going to try to remember it anymore.
Well, I still try to remember it, but I don't have a good memory, so that's But
I understand that, but the reason you don't have a good memory, it's like a muscle. If you're not exercising that muscle, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Right? So when you say that, you can say, well, I'm going to try and remember it, but in the back of your head, your subconscious is saying, I'm not going to remember this. It's written down.
It does. I mean, it just helps me to go back if I, go back a couple days later and say, oh yeah. I'm like,
yeah, see,
now I remember.
That's where we're different on that. That's where we completely disagree.
Yeah.
So, okay. I guess that, yeah. Okay. If it's a disagree appointment on us, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's where we are different there. Mikey, do you have...
Mikey doesn't write anything down or
remember it.
or remember it.
Neither one of those messages would help him.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 6 items. Is that all of it?
That's all of it.
Okay. So
I wish we could fit slang in there, because
what?
Slang. It's you know how people stopped writing out full words and they just
Oh yeah, not learning to spell.
Well, they have that predictive text, isn't that it?
Yeah.
You don't even have to spell anymore. You get close to the word and it'll say, is this the word you mean? Yes.
That's not
Yeah,
always
let's write
the
that
case.
down.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. Slang and predictive texting.
instead
that
of saying,
somewhere.
okay, you just respond with K, or,
I hate K.
God, I want to slap somebody for saying that.
Yeah, I don't like that too either. I'm
Yeah.
at least, okay. Come on now.
Or, hey, that sounds... here's the thing. The funny thing is on my phone, if Chad can text me, and he did. He texted me, and it said... I could drop down the window on the top, and it showed me his text message. It said, Union on Tuesday. And then it had... Where I could just touch a response, right?
Yeah, you can swipe it down and it has an automatic response for there. So you don't even have to go into your text message
anymore. I didn't. I just said sound good. I just hit the sounds good button. I was done. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's really, really easy, especially when you're busy and you're like, I want to respond, so
But you don't have time to...
I don't have time. You just hit a win button.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the con on that would be no one's learning. You don't learn how to spell words.
Yeah.
That and nobody learns punctuation anymore.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. No joke.
Mikey.
Yeah. Are you calling yourself out on that?
I will call myself out on that one.
Capital letters.
Yeah.
You don't know, people just, I mean, you're typing so fast,
and when you automatically...
It auto does it.
It auto does it.
I know, and I'm so, that's one of the things that I'm kind of anal about. Like, if I don't, use my periods or, my commas.
Space twice gets a period in there, you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you type it in space, and you get a period in there. It's the same, that's a reminiscence of the typewriter.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a reminiscence of that.
Yeah.
You used to be able to space really quick, and it would do that for you. So
I'm always really good about my punctuation, though.
yeah, I think predictive text, punctuations, and slang.
Okay.
A lot of them are what are you doing? It's W. It's like
Yeah.
they basically take words and then take everything out except for the first letter and
Or it's like...
WTF.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
Or instead of saying you and spelling it YOU, they just put you.
Yeah, the letter U.
And it's like,
Yeah.
really?
Three letters as opposed to one.
Yeah.
You carry that irks me too. So yeah, predictive test.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hit that. That's a good one, Mikey. I like that.
Okay.
All right,
That's
so
7. That's 7.
That's 7. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm good with that. Let's run with that. Let me pull up the calendar. So, okay, so tomorrow the 8th
Is the main show for the Common
Courtesy.
Courtesy. Okay. And then the 14th will drop the...
After show.
No, the 10th will be the after show for that one.
Sorry, I thought you were going in order.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I should have gone in order. My bad. So the 8th and the 10th are going to be the Common Sense main show, after show on the Thursday. Disposable World, we're going to record with Tiffany on the 10th. And then after she leaves, we'll either do the after show then or Friday. Remember, we're going out to dinner with them on Friday.
Oh, okay. How would you feel about having her on the after show or do you not want anybody on the after show?
We haven't had a guest on the after show yet, really, have we? Or do we have one?
We have nobody on. We have no guests on the after show.
Okay.
Every single after show that we've done, there has been no guest.
Are they worthy? Are they after show worthy? No.
No.
No. No one's after show worthy. Have to listen.
Well, I thought
we'll give guests a punch card. When they're a guest 5 times, they get an after show free.
Okay.
No, I kind of like how we can't make fun of her if
she's there, yeah.
Right. That's rude. I mean, you're about the only exception, Mikey. We can make fun of you while you're here.
Well, I have to be here because I run this computer.
You don't really have to be. I can run it, but you're going to do all the stuff anyway, so you're going to hear it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
All right, so the disposable world will go Monday, and then Tuesday will be the after show for that.
What?
Okay.
Disposable world, right? Is that what I said?
You said Disposable World, and then you're like, we're going to release that Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, no, we're going to, we're going to release that on the 14th and the 17th, right? Oh, no, the 15th and the 17th. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong day. Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we have a show. What show is going to be on the 22nd then?
Would that be
this? Will that be this one? The smart devices equal dumb people?
It can be, yeah.
Okay, and then
or the one with my brother, either one.
I would say do the one with your brother. So we have a guest non-guest, guest as a release.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. So your brother will be there, and he comes in on the 15th. So we could record it probably that week. See if we come over for an hour. We could record with him, and then we could do the after show after he leaves.
Afterwards.
Wow, what a concept. And then we'll release that. So I think the release order is Common Sense, Disposable World, Smart Devices, and NASA. Go ahead and open the door and let them in. They're here. Visit the dogs. All right, so that will work. Yeah, I think that will be fine.
Okay, dokie.
Smart Devices, and then I think after, do you write down the after show or the next one on that one? Go ahead and write it down.
Which one is that going to be again?
This is the Smart Devices, dumb people.
So we're going to do this disposable world, and then we're going to do the smart devices.
Disposable World, Smart Devices, and then your brother. Houston, we have a podcast. I think that's going to be the name. That's my working title right now. We'll see. Raven, here. Raven, stop. Your tail's a deadly weapon. Get over here. Hey, get over here. Go lay down. All right. So, any questions? Any issues? Do you like that setup?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
I think we'll cover a lot with this one.
No, I think doing the disposable world and because we're going to hit a little bit with the like old VHS and stuff like that. So we're hitting a little bit of the technology on that one.
Okay.
I think that will flow quite nicely into this one.
Okay.
And then this one, I think we're going to talk a little bit about AI and then the robots and stuff like that, because I was talking about that a little bit. I think that would be a good transition into the other show.
Okay.
And then when that show hits, that's too far down the road. We'll talk about that then.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
Are you happy with all the stuff?
I think we're going to hit a lot of good points, so I'm happy with all the points that we have.
Are you anything you're missing? Anything you want to add?
Not that I can think of.
I think we've made some really good points.
I think so too. I like the way it goes. I really liked how Common Sense sounded. So, you haven't heard that one yet?
No.
Okay. Okay. That one's edited, done. You're going to have to be really quick on editing the Disposable World. You're going to be short notice on that one.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, your turnaround's going to be pretty quick, right?
Yeah, because we're going to do it with her Thursday, and then after she leaves, if we do the after show Friday.
Well, we're going out to dinner with them Friday, so you got to understand I'm sure that weekend's going to be pretty busy.
Are you going to go to game night Saturday? Because if you...
Right now I'm planning on it, so if we do, I think we're planning on taking the dogs over there to play with Daisy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that's the plan right now, but that plan could change.
Then if I really wanted to, I could just stay here and edit both those so they're both ready to go for that Sunday, so when I get up, I can just automatically put them out there.
You like that plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if plans change, then plans unfortunately change, but...
Yeah, that's why I want to get the smart devices in there, in the lineup there, because I'd like to... almost like to double stack so we have a little bit of buffer.
Okay.
So when your brother leaves, that episode that he's going to come do is when he gets home, it'll air after he's home.
Okay.
So he'll be done from his vacation out here when that airs. So, okay. Are we happy?
I'm happy with all those points.
We're happy.
Raven, are you happy? That's a yes, the tail wagged. Sadie, are you good with this whole plan? I guess so. The offices that hopefully we'll have them built there, and then we'll see what that may change a lot of stuff here too. So,
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to wrap up the
Behind the podcast.
All right. That's it.
All right.